I hate being a puppet and unaware of everything. Mahmoud switched places with Mona and she took refuge in me and I started stroking her hair and back. My mother had seen this nightmare for me. A nightmare that was becoming real and taking hold of my own neck, but no. My dear mother, it was not my future and old age. When silence fell, I went to our room on the second floor and sat next to Mahan. She had also lit a cigarette. Who called you? He paused and said quietly, Mona. Everyone at Mahmoud's house was invited. And my father took the opportunity to help that girl. The girl called Mona and told her about it, but Mona's phone was in Mom's hand. They grabbed her and grabbed her wrist. What are you going to do now? A few days ago, they left me alone until the water from the mill came. Then I'll take them to Jack's apartment and get Mom a divorce. That's enough of what that bastard endured. I placed my hand on his waist and moved. You're doing a good job. But are you sure that's what your mom wants? Why wouldn't she? Just a greedy, hungry person selling her personality for money. I glared at him as he continued. Do you think my mom is like that? I didn't answer. I got up and pushed my hair behind my ears. Let's go. They're ugly. Be alone. Leave. I stood by the door and looked at him. A faint frown appeared on his face. Didn't you say? Do you think my mom is like that? I said. I know this isn't the first time your dad cheated on you. My mom had the chance to divorce him several times. I left the room amidst his bewilderment and misery. I hated that he was the embodiment and statue of debauchery, and that others were the Virgin Mary. What would they have done if they were in my place? The next morning I went to the villa. Arman was eating breakfast and he was eating so hungrily that I ate another breakfast too. Arman said, What do you mean by being so impatient? I said, You said the less I know and the more direct I go, the better for me and I will get out safely. He nodded in agreement. I continued, But I don't think so. Both because of yesterday's incident and Mahan's words, his behavior has changed. He makes jokes. That he knows who the spy is and he can't hurt him with this. That he interferes in my relationships with my family and that when I'm like this with them, what do I do with others? You are sure that everything is in order. I don't want any reason or information. But I hate being ignorant of everything and a puppet. Arman looked at me and smiled mysteriously. Your eyes are scared. Of course he is scared. You say everything is fine and under control. Mahan behaves like that and finds that mouse and its owner and destroys them. I am under pressure. Arman, understand. You say don't be stupid. But this pressure and fear and the fact that I don't know what to do are destroying me. He hasn't brought me into his life yet. I don't think he understands that he wants to test you to see how much you know, whether you are in this game or not. He is so experienced, cunning and patient that he can take anyone to the edge of the fountain and bring them back thirsty. If he understands, what if he is waiting for an opportunity or definitive evidence and witness? Whatever you do is your own business. But what concerns me is that you have to keep me away from the center of his attention so that he imagines and believes that several spies and several companies want to stand in his way. I can't see you and count on your help much because I became Mahan's wife. You made me. I don't want to live a life of humiliation like my mother. To be honest, I won't miss this opportunity either. As you say, you're a saint of debauchery, but the others aren't the Holy Mary. Arman took my hand. Okay, ma'am, I'll do what you want. Give me time. Mona and Mádrezsan are coming. It's a good opportunity to insert yourself more into Mahan's life. Last night was a turning point. I laughed and said, I wish it would end sooner. He shook his head and gently patted the back of my hand a few times.